Hello and welcome, I am Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play Europa Universalis 4. I'm very excited to let you guys know that in about 2 weeks, in the first week or so of October, I'm going to be in Poland at an event called the EU4 LAN Party. It's going to be in a castle where I get to play EU4 with about 100 other people over a local area connection, and it's going to be probably the biggest multiplayer EU4 event I've ever been in. And in celebration of this upcoming event, I'm going to be playing as Poland for the next few weeks just to, I don't know, have some fun and play as Poland. I've already gotten all the achievements that you can get for Poland, so there's really no set goal for this run. So I've decided to put my own little stipulation on the run, which is that I'm not allowed to fabricate claims, like at all. We'll take claims from missions, we'll take claims from, I don't know, our subjects perhaps, but I will not be fabricating any claims, and that will hopefully just give me something of a little bit of variety in how we expand. So I've loaded up the game, let's see where we're at. Let's see, we're in Interregnum. Yes, of course, this is where we always start. We have a 0-0-0 regency. We have no heir, we have no rivals. Denmark doesn't like us, Hungary doesn't like us, and the Teutons don't like us. Shocking. New missions, get access to the sea through Stolp. Unfortunately, Stolp is inside the Empire, so that would not be fun. But it is a good way to get a free claim. Not to mention sailors, gotta get them sailors. Oh no, there's no sailors, what? That's like the one time I would definitely expect to see sailors, and you don't get them. I guess we'll try to improve relations with Mr. Popeman. Of course, we could have possibly gotten a different mission if I had set my rivals first. So, yeah, let's go ahead and set Teutons as a rival, and maybe we'll pick up a mission for them soon. We're not going to set Lithuania as a rival, because we want to be friends with that guy. Hungary, I think, does make sense, considering he's next to us and he's rivaled us, and hopefully he doesn't fall into a union underneath Austria. He'll probably pick up an alliance that way anyway. Let's see, Bohemia's friendly. Of course, we've got our allies who are friendly. One thing I definitely want to do for fun is get involved with all kinds of wars that we really shouldn't be getting involved in, like basically preventing people from expanding, like say, oh, I don't know, the Ottomans. Unfortunately, the Ottomans we have a truce with at the start of the game, but we don't have a truce with Muscovy, so when he inevitably goes to war with Ryazan or Novgorod or Tver or something like that, we're just going to get involved and be like, no, you can't do that. That's not cool, man. So, what can we do here? Trade efficiency. I would love to get a little bit of cash. Looks like we need to give them at least one more province to make something decent happen here. We've got grain, and cloth. Yeah, sure, you can have this province for now. Sounds reasonable. And then we can go ahead and recruit a guy, and unfortunately, because we aren't on the coast, we can't click the 20% influence button to immediately take them to 75 that I would love to press. That's kind of okay though, I guess. I'm willing to sack a little bit of prestige. Get them up and nice and loyal. And then the question is, do we want to take those Diplo points, or do we want to maybe wait a little bit longer? Maybe I could possibly give them one extra province. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. As long as that takes them up to 75, it won't. Let's do it. Monarch points for the win. Give me all them monarch points and cash and stuff. Yay! And then for these guys, emissary to the Pope, we'll take, we do need a Inquisitor. We've got some land that's not our religion. 4 provinces. Down in this region over here. So let's go ahead and just go in that direction. Although hiring the Theologian can help as well. One of these things requires a Theologian. You could hire the Theologian and then swap him out and get that extra missionary strength. Could be a good way to go. I'm willing to do it. Let's do it. We'll the Minister and the Inquisitor. We'll take the 150 admin points. Let's see. Do we want to buy up some stability? I might want to do that. Let's see. I think I'm actually not going to take the admin points just yet. I think I'm going to make them loyal so we can get a conversion going. We're going to spend this donation, get them above 65% or above 60% for a while. Let's finish the interactions with this guy first, the military guys. And we have way too much land is controlled by the nobles at the moment. So let's hire a general. Cross your fingers. And then we will demand some military support. And we ended up with a 1-0-1-2. Not the best leader in the world, but that's okay. We'll take, spy network construction with my self-imposed rule. Doesn't seem like it'd be that useful. I guess we're taking trade efficiency. And even though this is going to cost me some cash, we're going to first hire the theologian. We're going to take that decision to pass the Advancement of Religion Act. We're then going to start improving relations with people. We took the mission to improve with Mr. Popeman, so that's good. Let's set up some more rivals. Hungary and I guess Denmark. Denmark doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm not going to take any land from that guy, but maybe we'll hold off on that for just a moment. Alright, so as the Poles, we have cavalry cost minus 10%, an extra promoted culture. We've got 10% production efficiency, some stab cost reduction, monthly war exhaustion, infantry combat ability and manpower, and then this is the good one, winged hussars, cavalry combat ability plus 33% and a better ratio of cavalry to infantry. Cheaper regiments, better discipline, better morale. Comes very, very late in the game though, unfortunately, so we'll see how that shakes out toward the end. How are we looking on conversions now with those changes? Still negative, but if we hire the Inquisitor, we are within range of doing some conversions. And also, if I give this land to the clergy, then we'll be good there too. So the clergy are definitely somebody we're going to want to give this land to. We'll hold off for now. I'd rather that they don't tick up on their disaster just yet. Let's improve relations with Austria, I suppose, just as a person to improve with for a moment while we wait a month or so. Alliance from Lithuania seems fine. He's also taken an alliance with the Livonians, which is okay. Doesn't really affect things too much. We could try to dismantle the HRE, that'd be fun. And humiliate rival, we've got our aristocratic coup building up, unsurprising. I did not mean to press that button. And nothing's going to change here for a while. I suppose we could just rival the Ottomans. Who hates the Ottomans? Byzantium, Austria, Mamluks. Okay. Yeah, let's pick a proper rival. That seems like a good way to go. And then let's bring these guys back for a moment so that we can immediately go ahead and get those embargoes in place. Something that I tend to forget to do these days quite often. We have a truce with them. Right. Teutons have entered into an alliance with Denmark. Okay, that's not cool. And the Teutons embargo. I suppose, based on the mission that I took at the start, we should probably just form up an alliance with Mr. Popeman. How are we even doing? Do we have a cardinal? I have none cardinals, so we can't try to go for the Curia just yet. I do like having control of the Curia. Now, Austria, sir, we are natural allies, based on the fact that we both rivaled Mr. Autoderp. So, how do you feel about an alliance? Yeah, the whole Polish-Hungarian rivalry thing, that's no good. Okay, it's been a month, yes? Can we switch? Not until the 11th of December. So now we're going to switch over to Mr. Look at that, I hired 3 level 2 half-price advisors for this. Oh well. I just wanted to click all the buttons. Alright, and now conversion speed's pretty darn good. 7.7% of the unity penalty is coming from this one province. Let's go ahead and knock that one out. And this is controlled by the clergy, so that's part of the reason. We've got missionary strength plus 2. Total of 2.6%. And there's one more thing we can do, which is the enforced religious unity, which I think is definitely worthwhile. Which reminds me as well, we want to do the thing in our capital state to get some trade power. And that also reminds me that the game always starts you off with your merchants doing the absolute stupidest things possible. We are currently collecting from trade in the Baltic, where we have a grand total of 2 trade power. Very, very impressive decision making there, game. Let's instead collect from trade in our capital, and we'll steer from Kiev. That seems fine. Okay. So we're waiting for Interregnum to end. We're probably not going to need to be on full maintenance for a little while. We're going to want to start improving relations with people that we would like to try to protect, like, say, Novgorod. Can't get involved against anything that the Ottomans does unless I want to guarantee people. And we're already at 3 out of 4 relations just with Lithuania, Moldavia, and Mazovia. So I only really have 1 more relationship slot. Don't need to tie the relationship slot up here because then there's no truce. But I suppose if there's one person that I'd like to guarantee doesn't die, it's Byzantium. Because I don't want him to be able to take that button click to take over Constantinople and like move his capital and get like 18 development or whatever nonsense it is. So let's go ahead and just immediately proclaim a guarantee of Byzantium. That way, even if we have the truce with the Ottomans, he can't attack him. I would like to like improve relations with Albania and then enforce peace, but that just won't work. So, oh well. Okay. Royal marriage with Mr. Lithuania seems fine. Now, one thing we can do is we can seize land from our subjects if we wanted to. Isn't there a decision that you can take after you've taken over, after you've integrated Mazovia? Probably requires that tag to be gone, though. I could seize Bessarabia. It's adjacent to a core that he has, and that could actually get me onto the coast. I wonder what he would end up doing with his boats. Is Bessarabia? I think it's actually an estuary as well. Yeah, you know, that might not be a horrible way to go. He's got no fort there or anything. It's not like he's gonna really... No, he does have a fort there. Never mind. Oh, and it's Cossacks. Yeah, I'm gonna need to... I'm gonna go ahead and need to have that, please. That sounds like my land, actually. Moldavia. Gonna make him rather rebellious. Oh, well. We'll go ahead and... we'll subsidize his armies or something to make him happy. Looks like we'll have to do a little bit of improving of relations here to get him back into a place where he'll stop whining. And a royal marriage would go a long way, too. Okay, so this will need to get cored, and the unrest is pretty high because it's the wrong religion, but once we get that cored, we will be able to get some Cossacks going. They've rejected our royal marriage proposal. How rude. Should have done it in different order. Let's top off relations with the other guys then, as well. I don't know what actually triggers the interregnum to end. I don't think it's based on like getting a royal marriage, but it's pretty soon. All right, I think we can go on speed 4 at least while we wait for something to change. Losing some cash due to fort maintenance. We've got 4 fortresses now that we have Bessarabia. We're paying for the state maintenance. Our income situation is not the greatest. I guess we're going to have to go down to like no maintenance right now. And apparently I have a little bit of corruption, or rather my corruption's going up due to, yes, overextension and religious unity. Okay. Stability would be nice, but the religious unity makes it pretty hard to actually gain that. Okay. Expand the Cossacks register. Really? So because we have Steppe, even though I haven't assigned it to them, we now have access to the estate already. That's awesome. So is there anything we can do if they were at 20% influence? This requires 40. This requires them to be at 40. This requires at least 1 province to be owned by them. And then this one here requires, again, at least 1 to be owned by them. So until that core is complete, then no, I can't. I didn't realize that you could just immediately revoke 1 province and have access to them. I didn't. That's awesome. And there goes the Ottomans off to war with Mr. Albania. That's not very nice. And Venice is joining in as well. Now, I can't protect Albania from the Ottomans, but I can try to either rent troops to them or maybe just mess with the Venetians for funsies. We could improve relations with Albania and then try to go for it. Most likely, Albania is going to... actually, no, I can't rent to Contadieri because he's at war with someone I have a truce with. I would only be able to enforce peace on the Venetian side, and there's really no purpose to that. Oh well. So we'll try to get this guy back to loyal. It's not going to take too much effort. And you, sir, Mazovia, why don't you, I think we'll just improve relations with him as well. We have a disaster building up. We've got Moldavian Liberty Desire. 455 for Hungary. God, he's going to beat me to Tech 4 in no time. A successor of Vladislav III. Make Lithuania a junior partner, or just say no. Yeah, though, I think we need the Jagiellon. I think we'll go ahead and we'll go for that. We'll become an elective monarchy, which is great. We get diplomats +1. Well, we've already got the diplomat +1. We also are going to get income from vassals +25 and autonomy change -0.025. So slightly better than a regular feudal monarchy, but yeah. So yeah, we got our union. That's cool. We're still guaranteeing Byzantium. Probably not a bad idea to improve with him as well. Running out of relationship slots here. So, yeah, actually, if I do the guarantee on Byzantium, I don't have a relationship slot for Mr. Pope Man, do I? Why, no. No, I don't. Alright, how about this Lithuania fella? How's he looking? We could siphon some of his income. Increase liberty desire. I don't want to siphon his income, actually, because I'd prefer that he just be nice and strong. And I'm quite sad to see that we cannot divert trade from this guy. Would be nice. Alright, well, that's fine. That's cool. We're good. Oh, nice. We actually have a really good initial set of stats. Incorruptible and Scholar. I wonder if those are scripted or if we just got lucky. Lithuania is no longer a great power, and instead we are. And it appears that we are now... Our heir is cruel. John Jagiellon, the 203. Okay. Well, with our government type, though, people can elect to send their diplomat off to support their dynasty, and we can actually try to influence that by improving relations with that country to give them a better edge. If we see someone with a good stats or something, we can go for it in that way. I want to get this Pope mission done so that we can have, hopefully, a chance to get another claim somewhere, possibly on the Teutons. Even though he's picked up some rather annoying allies with Denmark and the Livonians, still. Alright, yeah, I've definitely made Moldavia rather upset here. We could place a relative on their throne. That would temporarily make their liberty desire go higher, but eventually make it go lower. Alternatively, now that we are a great power, we could just spend a small amount of cash to influence nation. That would probably be an easier way to go. We influence the Pope, I wonder. Here, 13 ducats to work on him, and then how about the Pope? And there's the war deck from Muscovy on Novgorod. So for 56 ducats, I can help out the Pope, get some trust with him, 25 more opinion, and enhance this mission coming through. That's quite a bit of cash, though. I think I'd like to influence all of my nations here first, including Byzantium. I want him to be nice and... Oh, 40 ducats. Didn't mean to click that one. Alright, Moldavia. Are you willing to get a royal marriage just yet? Very, very close. He's at 100 opinion. He should become loyal very, very soon. Unfortunately, we do not have nearly enough improved relations with Novgorod to interject ourselves here. What kind of war deck did you declare, Mr. Muscovy? He's declared the Reconquest of Velsk. So he did not take the mission to get all of Novgorod, and instead he's just going for a one-province reconquest. So that war will probably resolve pretty quickly. But that does mean Novgorod will probably not die outright. Still, I'd like to get involved in this war. It's just expensive. It's very expensive to... Ooh, 117 ducats to influence nation there. We're already improving. It's too late for a proclaimed guarantee. Yeah, I think I'll just keep on slowly improving with him, and if we get within, spitting distance of actually getting into the war before it ends, then I'll go for it. But if not, we'll let him die this one war, and then we'll try to help him out in the next one. Main thing is I want to offset the Ottomans, and I just want to kind of, play as the Poles, because it's fun. So, all right, cool. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to take a break here. Just remember that coming up in October, early October, we're going to have this event in Poland. It's going to be at a castle. It's going to be great. You should try to go to it if you can. And if you can't go to it, then at least watch for the footage that we're going to have from that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you soon.